Got it.
Okay, hi everybody. This is the Samantha K Experience, and I'm your host, Samantha K. This is episode 5, season 2, and tonight we have a special guest. You've heard her before on season 1 when we talked about Laura Olympus, parts 1 and 2. And she's back again because we have upcoming fashion show for Infinite Exposures next week on September 10th on Saturday. Give it up for the owner of Munstruck Company, Miss Abigail Moreira.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you. I love this. Thank you so much for having me here.
Hey, it's good to have you back, homie. It's been this is the third time, right? Third time again?
Yeah, third time again. I think it's, because I think that's the first time. No, is this the second time for Munstruck? Yeah. The third time, I think. Yeah, the second time for fashion business and stuff. But
yeah,
other podcasts about the book that we usually read together. So
yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I mean, this is like my I think our official second interview, but under a different name. I was under something else, and then now I'm as Samantha K. So I'm good.
Gotta clap for everybody for her. Yes, go Samantha.
Thank you.
I see you, sis. I'm happy for you, girl.
Thank you. I know we usually shoot the breeze about Laura Olympus and stuff like that, but this is important because New York Fashion Week is here, and as you guys may know, that Abby is a fashion designer, and she's going to be representing her new line, the pink collection. But before we get into that, I just want to ask you a few questions. You know how this goes. So Abby, just for everyone who don't know who you are, how did you get started in the fashion world? Like, when did you know that fashion was the right thing for you?
When I first started with fashion, I know I had it in my blood. I can remember when I was just like a kid, like 13, 14, when I entered this after school program back in the Bronx. And I remember that I had a teacher named Miss D. And ever since Miss D used to come after school, she had like that one sewing machine, and she had these clothes. So I remember she gave her full energy to have the girls to do something for after school. And I think I just got so passionate about the sewing machine to the point where she actually helped me with my portfolio to get accepted from fashion industry, high school. And then from there, I just knew that my passion was sewing, because I was so fascinated and I wanted to pursue this career somehow, some way. And I just have to thank God for that, because I was able to just continue pursuing it and got accepted from high school, then study at FIT. So I just kept pursuing the goal of sewing. So I kind of say it started when I was like probably 13. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I just knew I had to just continue going.
Wow, that's great. Wow, well, shout out to Miss D for being.
I know. I hope she's still around. Yeah, I didn't hear from her. Yeah, thank you.
Wow.
I'll tell you, those after school counselors, activity specialists, you guys are awesome. Trust me. They do make kids pursue their dreams. So yeah,
hands down, man. Shout out to those activity specialists, because it was wow, 13 years old, and you're still doing this. That takes a lot of patience, and I know there's a lot of trials and tribulations in this fashion world, so I know it's not easy. But I just wanted to ask you, what is it about fashion? What particularly about fashion that attracts you so much, aside from the sewing?
Oh, that's a really good question. I think I just love the fact that it's a moment of empowerment when you go up on stage. Mm-hmm. And I love how you can go up there and just show the crowd what you have created. And I think that's the beauty of the art and fashion, where you thought of something, it comes to life, and people love what you just created. So I kind of just feel like I love the hype of how high fashion, low fashion, whatever you want to call it, there is something where people be like, yo, I want to wear that, I want to purchase that. Mm-hmm. And I think that is what I love, the high of it, where you're in the spotlight. And the fact that you're able to just shine in your element. So I think for me, I just think that about fashion made me feel like I'm able to express who I am and then show to others what I am, like what I'm all about.
I hear that. And with your Caribbean background, your Spanish, Afro Latina background, like do you incorporate those in your pieces? Like when you're working on a piece, do you bring some of that flair? Because I know that you're very what's the word I'm looking for? You're very outgoing and you're very bubbly. But you know, I know you have that Latin side to you, so I know that comes out sometimes when you're talking. But do you put that type of style into your pieces?
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. Like, yeah, my background is actually I'm from Guatemala, so you say Guatemalteca, and I am Afro Latina, and you know what it is like. I love bright colors and flowers. I don't know about what's up with bright colors and flowers, but that's something that is in my culture. So I just decided to do a switch up because usually the patterns that's in the culture is not really bright as pink, but it can be if like the person's choice. So to me, I just kind of just want to be funky and just add that little Latin in it this year, where pinks is just like a combine of just happiness, you know what I mean? Because I usually do collection where it continue with the colors, you know. Yeah. So like when it came to pinks, I just wanted to be funky with it, beautiful color. It's just like something that you just want to embrace on. So I think that's what's the reason why I just wanted to just bring that Latin side of myself and bring that color with it. So I'm kind of could say that I'm kind of happy that I was able to pursue a bold color, and people actually like this color because I've been getting really good reviews of others for this new collection.
I hear that, and I know I mentioned the pink collection, which is a new collection coming up for next week's fashion show. Would you care to elaborate more about the pink collection? Why pink, and what about this color in particular that you veered away from previous collections?
I think what it is with the pinks collection, I wanted to present it to be fun. I realized throughout my whole collection, I always use neutral colors, and I always play the safe card. But this time, I wanted to be funky. I wanted to be embracive. I wanted this year to be a color where, after the pandemic, we should be happy that we still are going through. Yeah. You know, so I wanted a collection where it was fun, and I feel like we miss fun. We miss how things were before everything was shut down. So just to come out after the whole pandemic, it's not like it's not like everything is like better. I just feel like now that we're open to just go outside and open to go out there, I just feel like we should just embrace it in a better way of expressing ourselves. So I think that's why I picked the color pink, because I just wanted to just have something that can embrace and start a new beginning for everyone.
I preach, because honestly, I agree. Like, I think that in the past 2 years, we've all been through it. We've seen it all, and we've seen, like, you know, we need to come back. You know, we need to have something fresh and new and vibrant. And I think you hit the nail on the head with this color. Like, pink is very vibrant, it's very alive, and I think that, you know, from judging from some of the pieces that you've shown me through pictures, it looks beautiful. The work looks awesome. And I've always admired your work. You're welcome. I've always admired your work, and I always said that, you know, like, I felt that you had it, you know, you have what it takes, because sometimes I see other fashion and I'm just like, I don't understand, maybe because I can't relate to it, but I feel like when I look at your pieces, and I totally get it, you know, I totally understand it, and I think that's what I always loved about your work.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry,
just to add a comment. Yes, and I love what you just meant when you said that, like, to bring out bold colors and bring out that other side of it, because in this new collection, I tend to make my mission to make creation of all sizes. So when you see this brand, no one can feel like, oh my God, I don't see a piece that's relatable to me. There's pieces that I have picked even to the petite, to the tallest, to the shortest, or to the biggest, the thickest, you know what I mean? I want everyone to be like, yo, I want that piece. You know what I mean? So I make my mission to have everyone to feel like, especially my ladies, make them feel like they could purchase my design, especially in this pink collection. Unfortunately, I can always say I did not made a collection with a male with the color pink. But hey, it's never too late. If any of my male clients or male audience that are interested, I don't mind doing something particular special to you with the collection pinks.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that your male clients would be more than happy to buy something pink related involved in their collection. Even if it's like even so much like a tie or even a shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, men wear pink shirts all the time. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that,
Yeah.
I think pink has become that color that is relatively gender neutral these days. So
yeah,
I think the first time I saw pink being used was the Regis Philbin used to have a pink monochrome tie when he used to host Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I saw, wait, he's rocking pink, okay. And then as soon as they saw him wearing it, it just became a thing. So it's a fashion thing. So I don't really consider pink to be a feminine color. I feel like it's just straight gender neutral these days.
It is time to change the game and mindset with the color pink, blue, green, whatever color we choose to do right now. Any color can be for either or in gender. I agree with that. Yeah.
So tell me about this upcoming fashion show for Infinite Exposure next week on the 10th. Is this how many times have you worked with Juan Carlos Guevara?
To be honest, this would be it'd be my 4th year with them. My 4th year with them, and I realize I'm very blessed that they keep calling designers back up, because I know last year or during the pandemic we did a show, but it was virtual, and that came out even really good. Like the way that was even thought of, it was still a way of us to still fashion still alive, because when the pandemic had stopped, I know a lot of designers, even besides us, designers were just like still trying to figure out what to do to continue on pursuing their design. And I love how this company was able to allow us to express ourselves, use the little resources that we had, you know what I mean? Because the show actually came out before the vaccine was created. So I remember I can only speak for myself, where we were able to find designers and other background outside help, like Eric Little, who is the owner of Silver Fox, who was able to take the risk of taking the pictures and video of what we do. Then you have like the director of like I said, in the show, that was able to pursue it and put everything together. Somehow we was able to brainstorm and able to still have a virtual show, and it was very accomplished, very, very well. So the fact that, like, I love how this team find ways to make a designer feel comfortable and still expressing something. I'm glad to even continue on bringing my design for their company. So I'm really, really happy that they continue to have Munstruck alive.
Yes, I'm glad. I'm pretty sure that he and company are happy to have you back as well. I mean, unfortunately, I missed the last show last September, but I definitely remember watching the virtual show, and I thought, well, wow, they put this together really well for the time that they had, because remember, I think I remember feeling like there wasn't going to be a show, and sure enough, they had the show, and I was like, oh, okay, all right, they did their thing online. So I'm pretty thrilled to be back in the fold with them again. I'm just sad that I missed last year's show, but I'm here now. So
I know, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping that the show's gonna be bigger and better, with them. So what lessons have you learned since becoming a fashion designer in these years of you being a fashion designer?
Always be punctual when it comes to pursuing in fashion. When it comes to clients and coming towards the fact that when you start a brand, I realize you always gotta be punctual. Always be on point with your stuff, because you don't want to have a bad reputation, or not reputation, but like mostly like you don't want to have a bad client feeling like, wow, I purchased something from this company and then it didn't look like the vision I had. So I've learned that we always have to be punctual with our clients and be punctual on time, because every time is value. So I feel like we should just always be punctual with our design. As a designer, be punctual with our stuff. That's one thing I can say I learned. Also, I learned that when you own a company, it's yours. No one should lead what you have. If you made this company to be what you had thought or created, pursue it. You know what I mean? Pursue it the way you feel comfortable to do so. There's nothing wrong taking advice of others, but also you want to know how to run your company, able to maneuver on pursuing yourself out there. Because when I first started with Munstruck, I kid you not, I was young, and I can remember those times where I was nervous. I wasn't confident with Munstruck. I could be honest with you, but the years that I have thrived for Munstruck, I'm very, very grateful that I continue pursuing it. That I can say that I'm strong to stand by my company, Munstruck Company, and now it's like, it's always been known, but it's known better. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I kind of like the fact that I'm still pursuing my company and it's going like skyrocket with people like, oh my God, Munstruck is coming back. Or they go Munstruck. Oh, I'm wearing Munstruck. The fact that it's going as what I always visioned, and I'm happy that I'm continuing on thriving.
Mm-hmm. I'm so glad to hear that. I mean, in this world, or in this business, it's very easy to give up. In fact, it's easy to give up on anything for that matter. But I know that fashion can be very cutthroat, relentless. But so far, I feel like you've surrounded yourself with a lot of great positive people who are just as hungry as you are, trying to get their name out there, their designs, their makeup, their hair. It takes a lot to run these type of shows and this type of business. So you definitely have to keep going if you want to pursue this as a dream. So I fully agree. I hear what you're saying. With that, you're welcome.
Yeah. And I just want to add one more that I've learned from my experience of the 10 plus years I had grown Munstruck is don't allow people shut you down. And I think that was one of the things that I also struggled, where I had doubted myself when it came to Munstruck, and there was moments where I kind of felt small. But now I had put those thoughts aside and continued thriving as believing in this company and believing in myself. That I continue on pursuing it. So for anyone who is pursuing a career and you want to pursue this, I want you to keep going. Don't ever give up. I want you to feel like you value what you are trying to pursue, and you know what is the blessing that comes along with it. So I always say to this, don't give up. Don't allow negative thoughts or negative comments get to you. Keep going and believe what you have created.
Girl, you said it. Like, I think that's very great advice for our young artists out there, especially like our former students that we both worked with in the past. Like, whoever wants to branch out, whatever they're dancing, singing, or even in the world of fashion, like I feel like they should just be out there and just be able to pursue their dreams. Don't let anybody tell you different. Strive and make your dreams come true as best as you possibly can.
I agree. I definitely agree. Shout out to all our young designers and artists and bloggers who are out there thriving, and marketers, everyone who's just pursuing something. Don't give up, continue pursuing your dream.
Yeah.
Because I would hate, to be honest with you, to work in a job I'm doing 9 to 5. I'm not happy, and I'm dying. I die doing a job I'm not happy. You know what I mean? So I just want to. You want to make something yourself, and I believe strongly about that. That we are in this world to pursue something that makes us happy. You know?
Yes. I think there's one more question I have for you.
No problem.
If you were to have a different career path from being a fashion designer, what would it be and why?
Oh, I love this question. You like the first blogger who ever gave me this question. And it's so crazy because a lot of people do not know what else I can do besides fashion. So you actually giving a spoiler of my personal life.
Uh-oh.
You will be surprised what I'm about to say.
Okay.
I would have pursued, actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I pursued 2 careers. Mm-hmm. Can I do 2? I just want to make,
yeah, you can do as many as you want.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I think one thing I would have pursued would be a softball coach. I used to do professional softball. I was a catcher back in high school, and I also pursued it in college. So I would have done what my coach did. Shout out to Helga Solstring, who I call her coach. And I would have done what she had done for us, be a softball leader, like softball coach. I love softball, and I always wanted to just lead a team. So that's something that I always wanted to pursue, like lead for girls in some type of like education field on softball. Isn't that odd? Like it's something way off from
no, not at all.
Oh yeah, but it's like sporty. So I always wanted to be a softball coach. Yeah. Then the second career I wanted to do, no lie, was to be a teacher. And I always wanted to teach fashion, what I'm doing with my experience as a designer. So I'm actually pursuing something similar in the future with that, maybe become a professor in it. But mostly I would like to teach others, upcoming designers, of what I love. That's always my thing. So either or, I just love helping and teaching. So that's always the thing that I always pursue, and I'm grateful that I did have the chance to do it, and I hope in the future I continue to do so, to teach fashion.
Wow, that sounds so awesome. Like I know, would that be something that you would consider after Munstruck, or that's still like going on while you're still doing Munstruck? Would that be it?
You know what? I just have to believe in what God has for me. If Munstruck blows up, I'll continue on the career of Munstruck. And I say Munstruck comes a thing where it's like it has to be balanced out into something else. I wouldn't mind being a teacher in fashion or being a softball coach, whatever I have the energy for. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I wouldn't mind having it something where I can say, you know what? There's something I can settle and continue on. As long as I keep the fashion or the love of just designing or helping others in my blood, I just want to do something that is pursuing, and I'll be settled by that.
Wow, thank you, Abby.
Not a problem. Thank you.
I think we need more people like you out there in this world doing good things, doing good things, man, in the fashion world. I know I said there was one last question. That was my last question, but I feel like
pursue more. Yeah, I'm down for any more questions. I'm excited.
I mean, there was like, I wanted to talk to you about some other stuff too, but it's not pertaining to fashion. But
okay, go ahead.
For a different show. I could be here for a different episode.
Okay, it's all good. I could be something else. It don't matter.
But yeah, just to go stay on the topic of fashion. Like with your collections, you have several collections. I'm pretty sure that you have like one that stands out to you. Which one would it be and why?
So the collection I have done, I had done one. Actually, we're gonna go way back. All the collection I've done, I had one collection called, I'm not mistaken, it was like in my beginning years. A collection called The Garden, because it was dedicated to the friend of mine that was going through deep depression and deep thought. She was just going through a lot. So I made a whole collection for her. You know what I mean? So I could make her happy. You know, and that was like my early years where I was like, you know, I'm gonna do this. And I had like different fabric with flowers, different fabric, like purple and green. And it was a very throwback. It was a lot. It was really when I was just starting Munstruck. And then I had another collection called Rise from the Ashes, where it was a lot of like black and gold. And then it was with the blue included, where it was just something from my past where I was in the dark stage and I was able to just pursue overcoming my dark stage, going straight to a lighter, pursuing me, focus on me. So I kind of realized that collection was very deep for me. Then the third collection I did, if I'm not mistaken, it was the metallic. I wanted to do something with platinum, do something fun and funky, remind me of like Britney Spears, something that back in the 90s, Madonna, all this other stuff that I was doing at the time with the 80s and 90s trend. And then from the Ice collection that was based on metallic, after the Ice, I did the Night collection during the pandemic, which is nightlife, having girls fun, something that we just miss, where New York is known for not sleeping. So I just did that. And now that I'm pursuing the Pink collection, you know, to answer your question, I just want to break it down, all the collection I've done. I think the one that really stands out will always be the Rise of the Ashes, because it was dedicated for me.
Yes,
it was dedicated for me, and that collection will always be treasured because I went back to love fashion again. You know what I mean? Because I didn't do fashion for 3 years. And I gotta say that I was pursuing other things and put Munstruck on the pause level.
Yeah.
But the fact that I should have just had continued with my dream first and not please others, I'm happy that I had the chance to work with that project and able to pursue it. And I had clients who really love Rise of the Ashes, and I'm grateful that that collection was pursued and it continues to thrive. So yeah, Rise of the Ashes will be the top collection I can say I really work and love very much dearly.
And it's also my favorite too, to be honest.
I think I know Samantha had help with that one.
Yeah.
You actually gave me the name, actually, so thank you so much, Samantha.
Thanks. I mean, it's one of those, like, I know it was a comeback story for you time, and it was just like a tough place at that time for you. I won't get into it here, but we definitely know that it was like a tough time, and it was something that you needed, you know, as a comeback story for you. You know, and I think that was like one of your best collections that you produced. You know, I think you just put your heart and soul into it, and that's what I love about your work, that you try and you do the best that you can with what you have, you know. And I always admire that about your work ethic in terms of your fashion. So I'm not just trying to like blow smoke, but I'm being genuinely honest with, you know, I always admire that, because I always like when I see like the first garment come out, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, you could tell that you put time and energy, you know, and you don't let things, I mean, things could happen, like, we get it in like behind the scenes stuff, but you don't let that stop you. You just keep pushing, and that's what I love about you. You always do that. You always keep pushing forward, no matter what obstacles are in your way. You know, and you're welcome, and I wish you the best.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Likewise, I think, I thank you. I really appreciate that, because, you know, I'm that type of person that really think highly of myself. I just want to pass on, especially to my fans, especially to my clients, everyone who's just known about Munstruck. One thing you want to know is that I want you to thrive with me. The same way I have worked hard, use my example, use what I do for love for fashion to help you to pursue whatever you love. That's always something that I want everybody to realize, to continue on living in this tough world, but also pursuing something that makes you happy. That's overall, you want to be happy in some type of level, because the world is actually just falling apart around us, but we want to also find a way to be happy with the little resources that we have. So that's something that I kind of say that I want to make my mission to let my clients or fans know.
I hear that. Yes. Before we go, do you have any social media that everyone can find you, like
Yes.
or a website that people can find your wonderful collections on?
Yes, everybody, please add me in Munstruck Company Official on Instagram. I'm also found in Facebook, Munstruck Company, and also introducing right now, exclusive. I just opened a new website called www.munstruckcompany.com. Yes, Munstruck is official. Have a website. I'm announcing it here and only in Samantha K Experience. That yes, I have opened a website where you're able to purchase and able to go ahead and explore the website, and hopefully you're able to like what you see.
Yes. So, yeah. yes. It's about time.
Yes, I know, right? Finally a website. So yeah.
I'm telling you, you need a website, girl. Holy snap. Oh man, I'm glad. I'm so glad.
And you can chat with us. My team is there. We're able to pursue. If you don't see what you like, we also still do customized wear. So you always can always go to my website, contact me there, or Instagram as well. DM Munstruck Company, and we'll make it happen for you.
Yes. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here from Abigail Moreira, owner of Munstruck Company. Check her out on next Saturday, September 10th at the Infinite Exposure Fashion Show. She'll be featuring her pink collection. What time does the show start, Abby?
5:30, so please show at 5 online, but it starts at 5:30.
All right, 5:30. You hear it live, folks. 5:30 next Saturday, September 10th. Infinite Exposure Fashion Show. Is this the only show you're going to be doing for the season, or are you going to be doing something else?
So recently, I was just pursued in NBC Today show, and it was really good. It was pursued on Thursday, so check that out. You will see me there, one of the models out there, and also pursuing fashion. My next show will be September 13th at Little Italy, so you're also welcome to there. That will be another show, and also a photo shoot. So that will be my next show after this one. Yeah. And then whatever happens from there, once again, add me on my website or add me in my IG, where you will always see an update coming up, if anything.
Wow. Okay. Wow. You're going to be very busy for the next few days, it sounds like. Wow. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me
tonight. Thank you, Samantha.
You're welcome. And I hope to see you coming up on Saturday. And I know you're going to kill it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know you're gonna do well, and I'm always rooting for you no matter what. And this is the Samantha K Experience.
Thank you, Samantha K Experience. Continue thriving, girl. You're killing out here too, girl. I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And we're out.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Yo. Poppin' Popcast. Love it. Thank you, sis. Munstruck, love it. You are amazing. So all I can do is pray for greatness for you. Thank you so much for the opportunity. You rock.